Woohoo! Fancy meeting you guys here. I'm trying to get all this glitz and glimmer out of the way. There's a lot of it, isn't it? No, it's not just me and my sparkles. It's just a lot of it. Bling is my favorite color, you guys. Just in case you want to know what to get me for my birthday in May, bling is my favorite color. Hello, hello, hello. I want to talk today about recruiting versus sponsoring. You know, a lot of people say they are recruiters or they recruit people into their business. Hey, Jennifer, I haven't seen you in a while, girlfriend. Maybe you didn't want anybody to know you were on, so I shouldn't have said anything until you said hello, huh? Anyway, I don't know if you're at work or not. So recruiting versus sponsoring. That's what I'm going to talk about today with all my bling going. Trying to adjust this thing a little bit. LOL, it's okay. All right, good. Hey, Cherie. Like I said, bling is my favorite color, you guys. So just so you know, I appreciate you jumping on and watching. I do these at 5 o'clock. Live at not alive at 5 because of course I am alive, but live at 5 versus doing it's not Memorex. So if I mess up, I mess up. Just laugh right along with me. You know, I'm human. I'm human and I make mistakes. So which is better? Which is better is what I want to talk about. Recruiting versus sponsoring someone. If you are in network marketing or you are an independent business owner and you recruit or you sponsor people into your business, drop in the comments which one do you use? Which one do you say? Do you say you sponsor somebody or do you say you recruit somebody? My name is Renee Melby. I am in Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. I am on day 13. Right? Yeah. 13 of my 30-day challenge. I am challenging myself to get out of my comfort zone and be able to speak, be able to talk about different subjects in which I love, which I'm passionate about. And I'm doing this so that I can help other women be able to get their voice back as well. Donnie says sponsor. I agree with you 100%, Mr. Melby. Mr. Melby. So for me, recruiting sounds very cold. It just doesn't give me the warm and fuzzies. And you know, a lot of times they say business is business, friendship is friendship, business and friendship and business and family, they don't mix. But they do if you do it right. They do if you do it right. So again, I'm in Atlantic Beach, North Carolina. Please tell me where you are tuning in from. I love saying hello to everybody that jumps on with me. Gosh, we have met so many new people just by me doing these lives. Facebook reaches all over the world. And my company just opened up in Korea, and so I can't wait to meet a few new friends from that area of the world. I have friends from Europe now. I have friends from South Africa. We have people from California who are on our who are in business partners with us as well as just friends with us. My gosh, Donnie, I'm not sure where everybody we have met is from. Hey, Mary, I'm so happy to see you. Mary and Marlena, but Mary mostly. I look forward to seeing her on here at 5 o'clock every Friday. Mary, if you're not on here at 5, not Fridays, if you're not on here at 5 o'clock, I'm going to be messaging you wondering what's up and what's wrong. But we have met people from all over the world, not just the U.S., from everywhere. And I'm literally saying everywhere. Facebook reaches everywhere. There are people everywhere, not just in your own backyard. So, and this 30-day challenge is helping me get my confidence level up a little bit more so that I can reach my goal, and my goal is to help other women who have been in the same situation that I was way back in the past before I met my now husband. I want to make that clear. who lost their voice for some reason or another, or lost their will to talk. We lack 5 states in the U.S. That's true. We've kind of mapped it out. We lack 5 states in the U.S. So we've got like 500 and some people on our as business builders, as business team members with us, but also friends. So we're gonna have to figure out. I'm gonna have to start hashtagging them and see if we can't find some new friends from those states. But you know what? You said that was the U.S., right? Okay. So anyway, I have been doing this 30-day challenge, and you know what? Not only doing this 30-day challenge, I've been getting out of my comfort zone and being able to speak to people. It's been guiding me and directing me, so to speak, into which way I want to go and more things that I want to do. And actually, God has been opening up more doors for me as I'm taking steps forward. And so I am really looking forward to the rest of this journey each and every day. My passion is back. It's crazy how a simple little thing like this could just get you all excited and want to do more. So one of the things that I stumbled across, and one of the things that I've been through, I know I talked a little bit yesterday about failing forward, and I'll go into that too. But recruiting and sponsoring, and I have been guilty of recruiting, even though it sounds cold to me, because that's one thing that I was taught that I needed to do, just recruit in the very beginning. And, you know, I'm just going to say the word, I probably pissed some people off. I don't mean to sound ugly, made them mad, whatever you want to say, made them feel slighted, because I was in that mindset of just recruiting, plugging them into the back office and saying, here's a video, here's the documents, go, hey Connie, go read them for yourselves. And it's great that that is there and that is available to back up what you have to say, but you need to make that one-on-one connection. And when you sponsor someone into your business, into your team, bring someone into your life as a friend, no matter which way you want to use the word, you want to find out what their goal is, and you want to help them reach that goal. To me, the word recruit means, recruiters are something that military recruiters do. They recruit them in, they send them off to basic training, they never see them again. I think that's the way it goes. I don't know for sure, but I think that's the way it goes. And it's like, have fun, son, see you later. Have fun, little girl, see you later. And that's not the way that you should be building your relationships and should be building your business. Of course, recruiters in this industry, they make a lot of money, but in my mind, I would think that a sponsor would have more rewards than just the money. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, give me a thumbs up in the comments if that makes sense to you. Because I know what I'm trying to say. I just can't get it from here to here. I'll figure it out, though. Don't you worry about that. I'll figure it out. So a recruiter brings people into the company, but they leave the training up to someone else. They leave it up to websites. They leave it up to videos. They leave it up to documents. They leave it up to webinars. They leave it up. You just become another person in their hierarchy. Is that a word? I know that's a word, but is that a good word to use? You just become another person that's kind of going to help them get where they need to be. You don't become a partner in crime. I don't want to say it that way. You don't become a partner. You're just you're just an employee that way. That's just the way that I see it. I don't know about you. So I know plenty of people that have just recruited, and I know plenty of people that have sponsored. And to me, I really feel all the warm and fuzzies when I say sponsored, when I'm sponsored, or when I sponsor someone, because I'm right there in the trenches, finding out what the goal is and what the why is. Another thing that makes me cringe is when I hear the phrase "winners win early." And I think what they mean is that winners go right out of the gate and they take off running, but sometimes that's not the case. Like for me, for example, when we started in the industry in the network marketing business that we're in right now, we were busy. We owned traditional brick and mortar businesses. We had to find time to carve it in, and that's where I was talking about yesterday, in your planner, in your calendar, carving in time. It's not that we didn't want to win. It's not that we didn't, want to get out there and do it. We didn't want to be kidnappers, if that's what you want to call it. We just had to figure out how to work it into our schedule, number one. And number two, owning an online business or a phone line business, one that you work from your phone, is completely different than owning a traditional brick and mortar business. Owning a work from home business is completely different than leasing a building and running a business and stocking that with inventory. It's a completely different mindset too. For example, you are not going to spend all the money that you spend and pay all the lease payments and go through cutting the red tape and getting all your license and getting your electricity turned on and buying the inventory and oh my gosh, be out 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $100,000. And if somebody doesn't come in your business as soon as you unlock the door and turn the lights on, you're not going to close that door, are you? No, you spent too much money, time, and effort getting that done. So you're not going to close that door and say, oh, nobody came in today, nobody wants what I have, and shut the door, turn the lights out, put the close sign on, and never go back to it again. Having someone that has sponsored you into a business or sponsored you, that's going to also be a mentor. And they are going to be there with you mentally, over the phone, anytime, and help you get through those hard times and remind you why you did what you did to start with. So that's why I love sponsoring versus recruiting. And that's the way that I see it in my mind. A sponsor spends time with their new hire, with their new distributor, with their new business partner, new team partner. They spend time, especially if they've never done a business like this before or whatever business you sponsored them in. If you hire a new employee in your business, brick and mortar business, you are not going to hire them, tell them there's a time clock and just fend for themselves. You're going to teach them how to do that business because that's your name at stake, right? That's your business. That's your money. That's the food on your table. Same thing with this type of business. That's the food on their table too. If they feel like they are not of value to you, if they feel like they don't know what they're doing and they are not a team member, they are not a part of what's going on, they're not going to give you their best. And you're not going to give them your best. So you've got to sponsor people and you've got to be a great mentor to people. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. But in a business like ours, you kind of develop a plan with that person that you sponsored to help them promote in their business, help them win early, help them start winning early, help them start earning value, knowledge, when they gain that knowledge, and even earning money sooner. Then they're going to be with you for life. They're going to be with you for life. You're going to have a family member. You're going to have a friend for life. You're going to have somebody that looks up to you and you look up for them. And what kind of partnership can that be instead of an employer or a recruiter and you've sponsored a new team member? You've got to pull it in that way. So that's how I look at that. A sponsor, it's a sponsor's job to ensure that every new person that comes in is met where they are, in their education, in their knowledge of the business. They meet them where they are and they help them along the way. Now, I'm not saying pull them. I'm saying give them the opportunity to know that you are going to help them You're not just going to put them in and say fend for yourself. So that's also a good sponsor. A good sponsor knows how to utilize various skills of everybody on the team. A good sponsor knows that they are not the one that knows it all, that there are other people that have talents and have abilities and they can use those abilities and bring it to the table, and feel like they are a part of something again. So everybody has something that they are very good at, and everybody has something that they are weak at. For example, if I have a new business partner that's good at picking up the phone and calling people and just getting that done, where I'm not, I'm good at going and meeting with people and talking to people, then we need to kind of jive our talents together. Where one is weak, the other is strong. Just jive those talents together. So knowing the strengths and the weaknesses of your business partners is so important too. So I've read this by an author who is a mentor, who has been in direct sales for quite a while. And I thought it was really good, and it was 5 tips to become a better sponsor, and it's helping me, because like I said yesterday, somebody asked me yesterday, what would I do different if I had to do something, if I had to do this all over again, and my answer was, what I would do different is I would fail faster so that I could learn faster. Well, this is one of those things that I believe that I failed at, and I am now learning to do better, and that's being a better sponsor. Knowing what makes the company and the product line special that you offer, and having that passion for it. Learning tricks of the trades from other experienced sponsors. Learning through trial and error. Being persistent really, really counts. You have to be persistent and consistent with emails, with phone calls, with follow-ups. A lot of times new people, as well as people that's been in business for themselves for a long time, get really discouraged because they get a lot of no's. They get a lot of ignores. You message people, you talk to people, you call people, you don't get calls back. Honey, let me tell you, this is with any business, whether it be a brick and mortar business, whether it be a magazine publication, hey Tina, thank you for jumping on, whether it be a home-based business. You just got to keep in mind these 3 words. Some will, some won't, so what? And the biggest word from that, next. You've got to keep that in mind and try not to get so discouraged. And you always have to have a plan. We talked about that as well. And the most important thing, the very, very most important thing, and my husband taught me this, I am a red, meaning I am all business. I am, let's get it done, let's get it done, let's get it done, all business. Let me learn what I need to go. Send me out the door. Let me get this done. The most important thing is, you got to have fun. And if you're not having fun, and if you don't have the passion, and you just can't find something fun in it, then don't daggone it. Do it. You got to enjoy life. You got to enjoy what you do. If you can make money at something that you do, it's never a job. If you make real good money at something you love doing, it's not a hobby either. It's a lifestyle. It's a living. It's a life. So I believe that sponsoring is the best word. Sponsoring is the best way to go versus recruiting and throwing somebody in. I believe that a good mentor, a good teacher, a good leader is a sponsor. And that's what makes them who they are and what they are. And that's what makes, hey Lynn, thanks for jumping on. That's what makes the gears. That's what makes the gears go round, That's what makes everything work so much better as a team. While I believe that people need to hear good motivational speakers, I think they're already motivated if you're a good sponsor and you find out what their why is and why they're doing what they're doing. You really find it out. Then that should be motivation enough. But if you like listening to motivational speakers, because I know that I do. I love listening to T.D. Jakes and John Maxwell. I read his books and I listen to him. And oh my gosh, if you listen to motivational speakers, drop in the comments who you listen to, because I like listening to them. They get me over the edge sometimes when I don't feel like doing anything and nothing else is working. I listen to a motivational speaker, and that kind of gets me going again. So if you've got a motivational speaker that you love listening to, drop it in the comments so that everybody else that is watching, or if they're watching the replay, by the way, if you are going to be on this watching the replay, make sure you put replay in the comments so that I can reach out and tell you thank you so much for being on. Donnie, Rusty, yeah. Tina, me, oh my gosh, thank you. I feel very honored. But I mean, I really do. That just, yay! I need some pom-poms now, Tina. You go out there and kill it, girl. Stay warm doing it, though. If there's a motivational speaker that you like, Joyce Myers. Oh, I love Joyce Myers, Lynn. She is awesome. I love listening to her, too. Then drop it in the comments, because some people who's going to be watching this on the replay, or that are even watching right now, they get stuck on one person, and they can go back and look at your comments and go listen too. So just share with other people who you like to listen. John Gray's awesome also. Thank you so much for sharing, Lynn. Anyway, I believe people are motivated already, but sometimes they need to get over that hump. And again, I've said this in a video that I've done. I can say something to you all day long, but somebody else can say it to you, and you have an aha moment. You know what I'm talking about? An aha moment, a V8 moment. You have one of those moments that go, oh my God, I already knew that. But you're hearing it from somebody else. Even though they're saying the same exact words, maybe the way that they're speaking it is actually sinking in with you. Who knows? The tone of their voice. My tone of my voice might not have done it. So a great sponsor will help find a way to keep their new person going, keep them feeling like they are on the right path when they feel like they're failing. And I believe it's better to become a good sponsor than it is to become a great recruiter, or even a great motivational speaker, because a good sponsor is going to be doing both. They are going to be teaching, they are going to become a friend, they are going to become a partner in life, and become a family member, and become an accountability partner, somebody that sponsors another person. I mean, we talk about, big kids, big dads, little kids. I don't even know the name of that, but it's where you sponsor a small child that may not have a father, and you go to ball games and stuff like that. Another good thing is Cindy Fields has just opened up a Camp Happy Kids, and they are sponsoring children to go to camp who can't afford it, and that's a positive influence. So being a positive influence, being a sponsor for someone in this industry is a whole lot better, or in any industry is a whole lot better than being a recruiter, throwing somebody in and saying fend for yourself. Big brother, there you go, Donnie. Thank you so much. So it helps others achieve success, and oftentimes when you are a good sponsor, you both, if it's monetary and you're sponsored into a business, you're both making more money because you're both having fun doing what you're doing, and creating a bond. So that was what I wanted to talk about today. Please, if you are seeing me for the first time, drop a 1 in the comments. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Tell me if you have gotten value out of what I have said today. If you have, if you think that someone needs to hear anything that I said, please tag them in the comments or share this on your Facebook page. I love corrective criticism. Don't do it on here for everybody else to see, because that would just be embarrassing. Send me a private message if you have a suggestion, though. I would absolutely love that, as I'm getting through, and I'm getting through this challenge and challenging myself and stepping out of my comfort zone and learning. That's the only way you're going to get anywhere, is to step out, step up, and do it. I hope everybody has a fantabulous afternoon and be blessed. Thank you so much for joining.